Thank you. Yeah, I get it, right?
This cat had dreams, man. He had dreams, man. I'm here to share those dreams with you.
This is JV, KEXU 96.1, Pole People's Revolutionary Radio, Radio Pobre, FM, LP. Welcome to Free Aztlan. Today we'll be talking about the Chicano movement, past, present, and future. Thank you all for tuning in. So contrary to what has been basically capitalist propaganda, the Chicano movement continues to exist, continues to move forward, just like any other movement. You know, it took some blows in the early 60s, 70s, but our movement is here and it continues. Just a little bit of history, going back to the 1800s, when the land that we stand on in the 7 states that were stolen from Mexico by U.S. imperialism, that triggered resistance, just like it triggered resistance in any other form of oppression that people have experienced by the hands of America. So, you know, during this time in the 1800s, early 1900s, we had a lot of people rising up and resisting, but of course we don't hear about that. And so when we go to these colonizer schools, public schools, they don't teach us that. And they don't teach us that because they don't want people to continue that history of resistance. And so they paint the picture like everybody was passive, like everybody accepted and everybody loved the colonizer, and nothing can be farther from the truth. You know, we have heroes like you know, Juan Cortina, Joaquin Murrieta, many others, who, you know, they resisted with everything they had, and they took that resistance to the highest stage. And you know, these people, these are our heroes, and they are, you know, forever known in our history, not the colonizers' history books. And these are the people that, you know, that we try to live like. And these are the people that we celebrate. And that's the history of our people here within U.S. borders fighting U.S. imperialism. So, you know, during this time, people continued to resist into the 1900s. And just like any other peoples here, during the 1960s, our people, the Chicano nation, came to understand that they did develop into a nation. And this, and everything going on in the world at that time did affect the Chicano nation. And so our people did organize and resist and mobilize. And, you know, again, this was not portrayed in the colonizers' history books because it does not benefit their cause of oppression. So our people continue to resist and to struggle like any other movement during the 80s and 90s. You know, there was a lot of repression. So, you know, it's like the art of war, guerrilla warfare. You retreat when you're being hunted, when you're facing an oppressor that has the power at that time, and so the people retreated in many ways. But that doesn't mean that they went away. Our people are still here. They continue to struggle, continue to strive, and continue to resist. And so currently our movement has been injected with new fire due to the migrants who continue to enter U.S. borders, continue to keep us anchored to who we are as an oppressed nation. So the migrants play a key role in our continued development here, living under imperialism. The prisoners as well. I see the prisoners as injecting something into the Chicano movement that is lacking. And that's because just like migrants, the prisoners also suffer. They suffer a different form of oppression. So as prisoners begin to develop, we'll see more of this fire injected into our movement. As more prisoners develop and are let out of these prisons, we're going to continue to see our movement develop further. We're going to see our movement growing in ways that it hasn't grown in 20, 30 years. And in the future of our movement, just to explain, some may not know, but our movement is for the liberation of our land. And so, our land is Aztlan, that's the stolen states. And we'll get more into that next week. Thank you for joining me. Free Aztlan. And that'll be it for this week. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.